'tis the season for holiday classics. You know this. I didn't tell you about A Christmas Story, but you know the leg lamp and the frozen tongue. Well, now you can see the musical version in East Haven. Billy DeCrosta's behind it. Aiden Masterbone is at the head playing Ralphie, and my God, it looks like you're a twin of his. Do you get that a lot?
Not much.
Good morning to both
Good morning.
of you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, I'm going to get to you in a second. I want to find out. Okay, this was an easy one to do because everyone's heard of it, right?
Sure. Sometimes that's not easy because people have standards to live up to and such.
True.
So,
That's a good point.
when you're working with a classic that people recognize and they have certain scenes that they know verbatim in their head. But the musical really is a great rendition of the show. It's just literally taken the movie and add this incredible score to make it that much more exciting.
We were talking before about local theater and theater groups, and I'm always admiring them because they put something together really fast. When did you start practicing this show?
We started in like September, October.
So I mean that was just a mere few weeks ago, the other thing that I love, and if you know the movie, and everybody knows the movie, I don't think there's anybody that doesn't know the character Ralphie. Is that extra pressure? Is that hard? No. Did you watch the movie?
Yes, I've seen it like a million times.
Oh, I bet you have. So, do you look to Peter Billingsley who played Ralphie as a little like, inspiration?
Yes.
Is there anything different that you bring to the table?
Sometimes, like during like the flagpole scene, he's like very surprised, and I'm like, what do we do?
Is that improv?
Yeah.
A little bit. Very nice. How many people are in the troupe?
This cast is about the size of 30.
And they're all like
They're not all his age. We have adults.
Well, no, but they're all like in terms of enthusiasm and being able to do it, right? Yeah, no, there are a couple older guys. Like I hear the guy you have doing Santa is a little
Yeah, we're keeping it in the family,
that's
right?
It, right? No, it's actually Aiden's dad. That's why, and he's sitting over there.
And
so
he's humble. I could say what he does bring to the show extra that the other show does not is his incredible talent, which is his voice. He has a gorgeous voice.
When did you start singing?
I started when I started theater like four years ago.
That was my next question. I mean, you're not new at this. You're a crusty, seasoned veteran at 4 years, right? You said to me earlier, kids these days they don't know how to do these musicals. No, I'm kidding. So, opening night's going to come up. And I know you've done this for a while, but what goes on in that head of yours as you get ready to play such a cool character?
Probably where do I have to go and what do I have to do before the show starts.
Nothing phases you. You just know you got to hit your marks and know where to hit the notes, right? That's very impressive. I don't know how you do it, let alone a 10-year-old young man who's in the 5th grade at where? Give him a shout out.
St. Mark's.
And who's your teacher?
Mrs. Araka.
And who gave you good lessons for singing better?
Mr. Edwin.
And then you learned a few things from him, too.
Yeah, I taught Mr. Edwin and Mr. Edwin.
I was going to say, I know Billy DeCrosta for years. I know he's got a voice in him. Put the information up on the screen, would you please? There it is. It's at the Cabaret on Main. That's your theater troupe we failed to mention over in East Haven. They do some great work down there. And 2 weekends starting next week is where you can see Aiden and the rest of the gang doing the show that you know, but with music. Fox61.com, we will link you to them for tickets. Break a leg.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed with you. It's scary. You know what I had accomplished when I was 10?
What?
Not a darn thing. Not a thing. You've gone much farther. Billy, nice to see you.
You too.